So I put the stove here that goes on the side of the camper on this table. I find it really annoying up there, and you don't really have a place to put anything. I just did like a makeshift thing here with the table, and I propped it up with some shims here just to make it level. So we're gonna get this ready. Wya's lasagna going. Actually, in the spring next summer, I'm gonna build a nice permanent table for this with sides and everything. Because I cook breakfast out here in the summer, it's nice to have a place to put stuff. This is just for the winter. Go high pressure stove. These things rock. Got the kettle here. Gonna boil up some water. While that's boiling, I'm gonna run to the car and get the measuring cup, because you need to measure 2 cups. It's annoying. You should just have a line that you fill up, but I'm gonna go get the measuring cup while this is boiling. So while we're waiting on this to boil, we'll look in the package here, and you can see it's lasagna with sausage. I guess those little things are the sausage. So you got to put the boiling water in, leave it sit for 15 minutes. I think it'll be pretty tasty, especially on a cold fall night. Speaking of cold, let's do a temperature check. It's about 5 degrees right now, Celsius. So that's about 40, I guess, Fahrenheit. But it's supposed to go down to close to 0 tonight. So, and while we're waiting on that to boil too, we'll go up and check on the car here. We'll be sleeping tonight. So what I did was, I put this is the rain cover off my tent. I do have a tent here as well. I put it over the car, block out the light, and probably give a little bit of R value as well for the dampness. We did have frost this morning, so we might have it tonight. So there you go. So that's what we'll be sleeping tonight. So let's get back to I'm just anxious to eat and have a hot meal and sit by the fire, to be honest with you. The fire is all ready to go. Oh, I'm just in time. Here we go. I like this setup with the table. It's a lot better, and I'm anxious next summer to make a permanent one here, so I don't have to keep it on that stupid rack here, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so let's get that off. Now, of course, I have to measure this out, because there's no line on the bag, so you have to measure out. There we go. There we go. That seems like a lot of water. I'm going to check again. Yeah, 2 cups it says, so maybe a lot of it gets soaked up and evaporate. I don't know. That's 1 cup. It's 2 cups. And then you're supposed to seal it up. There we go, guys. We'll let that set up for 15 minutes, and then we'll get back to what it tastes like. All right, it's time to try out this supper here. Grab a plastic fork. And beautiful sunset. I'm anxious to eat, though, and get this fire going, because it is cold. So I'm stirring it up here. It seems kind of watery. That's why when I put in the first cup, I was kind of like, it seems like a lot of water. It's been 15 minutes, so Maybe if I stir it up more, it'll thicken up. That's probably what the problem is. But you know what? It smells really good. It smells really, really good. So I'll stir it up more, see if it thickens up, and we'll do a taste test. All right, here we go. Taste test. After stirring it up, it thickened up, so it was probably just because it was sitting there. So. It's a little crunchy, like some of the stuff didn't dissolve, but it's been 15 minutes, so very weird. But, you know, flavor-wise, it's really good, especially for camping in the cold. Again, a lot of crunchiness. But taste-wise good, so I can deal with the crunchiness. I mean, if I'm really hungry and I'm camping, I'm going to eat this, no problem. It's really good. Has a little bit of spice to it as well. So this is a Ready Wise lasagna. Anyway, you know what? I'm just going to mix it up more, continue eating it, and see what happens. All right, guys, so I finished the Ready Wise lasagna here. After reading the instructions again, I didn't stir it when I put the boiling water in, so that's probably why it was still crunchy. Flavor-wise, great. I mean, very tasty. Flavor-wise, a little crunchy, but that could have been my fault with the... you see here it says stir, then close the zipper. I didn't do that, so that was probably my fault. Would I buy it again? Probably. I'm going to buy it again, maybe try some different flavors. A little pricey at $12.99, but hey, when you just want to pour some water in something and have a good meal and, you know, shoot it in the fire after and not have any dishes, it's worth it. So, speaking of fire, it is dark and we're going to get one going now.